Have you ever accidentally become the spokesperson for a local car dealership's commercial while pumping gas? I was filling up my rusty 2004 Corolla when the chaos started. This film crew pulled up in 3 vans, and a woman with a headset immediately started barking orders. Perfect! He's already in position. Before I could process what was happening, someone clipped a tiny microphone to my oil-stained work shirt. A makeup person attacked my face with powder. The director, this hyperactive guy in designer sunglasses, started explaining my motivation. You're an everyday man who just discovered incredible savings at Paulson Motors. The joy should feel authentic but not manic. Think surprised but grateful. I'm just getting gas, I said, still holding the pump. Method acting, I love it. Keep that energy. They positioned 3 cameras around me. Someone held up a cue card that read, Paulson Motors changed my life. I shook my head, but the director interpreted this as me getting into character. Action! The pump clicked off right as they started rolling. I hung it up and said the only thing that came to mind, $43. In this economy, the crew erupted. The director was ecstatic. The authenticity! The relatability. Again, but bigger. I need to leave. I have work. Yes, working class hero. Give me that blue-collar frustration. A woman in a Paulson Motors polo appeared beside me, grinning maniacally at the camera. That's right, folks. Gas prices got you down. Come to Paulson Motors where our deals are so good, you'll save enough to fill your tank. She grabbed my arm. I tried to pull away, which apparently looked like enthusiastic gesturing on camera. I don't even know where Paulson Motors is, I protested. Highway 37, exit 12, she chirped. Where everyday people like... She looked at me expectantly. Gordon, I said, too confused to lie. Like Gordon here find extraordinary savings. The director was practically crying with joy. The reluctance, the eventual surrender to capitalism. It's perfect. They filmed me attempting to get into my car 8 times. Each time, the saleswoman would pop up with another fact about their inventory. I'd respond with increasingly desperate attempts to leave, which they interpreted as comedic genius. We have 42 Corollas in stock. Mine works fine, but does it have Bluetooth? It barely has functioning windows. Cut! Brilliant. The self-deprecation sells it. If I take 15, I'd given up resisting. They had me lean against various cars I couldn't afford, pretending to inspect engines I didn't understand, and shaking hands with a cardboard cutout of Mr. Paulson himself. The worst part came when they brought out an actual customer who'd been watching from across the gas station. Is this where I get the deals Gordon was talking about? I literally never said there were deals. See? The director whispered to his assistant. He's maintaining character even between takes. This is why we use real people. Real people? That's when I learned they thought I was a paid actor who'd been planted at the gas station for authenticity. The actual guy they hired was stuck in traffic on Highway 37, ironically near exit 12. When I finally convinced them of the mix-up, the director reviewed the footage on his tablet. This is better than anything we scripted. Gordon, what would it take to get you to sign a release? A new car? I said sarcastically. He made a phone call. 20 minutes later, Mr. Paulson himself showed up in a golf cart, reviewed the footage, and started laughing so hard he needed his inhaler. You look miserable, he wheezed. I was just trying to get gas. That's what makes it perfect. Everyone feels that way about car shopping. You're the most honest spokesperson we've ever had. They offered me $5,000 and a weekend rental of any car on the lot to use the footage. I signed immediately. My rent was due in 3 days. The commercial aired 2 weeks later. They kept every reluctant moment, every confused expression, every attempt to escape. The tagline? Paulson Motors. Even Gordon couldn't say no. People recognized me everywhere. The grocery store, the DMV, even at an actual different car dealership where I was getting my Corolla serviced. You're Gordon. Did Paulson Motors really change your life? They paid my rent for 3 months, I'd answer honestly. The commercial won some regional advertising award. They invited me to the ceremony, where I stood awkwardly between the director and Mr. Paulson while they gave speeches about authentic marketing. 6 months later, they called again. They wanted to film a sequel at the gas station. This time, I negotiated properly. $10,000, and they had to fix my Corolla's windows. We filmed at the same pump. The same saleswoman appeared. But this time, when she asked if Paulson Motors had changed my life, I could honestly say yes. The windows thing alone was life-changing. The second commercial was somehow even more awkward than the first. It became a series. I'm now the reluctant face of Paulson Motors, contractually obligated to appear confused and mildly irritated in 4 commercials a year. My Corolla still runs terribly, but now it has working windows, and I'm locally famous as the guy who never wanted to be in car commercials. Mr. Paulson sends me a fruit basket every Christmas with a card that says, "Thanks for keeping it real, Gordon." Last week, a competing dealership offered me double to switch sides. I thought about it, but honestly, the whole appeal is that I never wanted any of this.